Hey, I'm Lady from Lots of Hairstyles, and if you are looking for a great Leprechaun's Day hairstyle to do, here's one to do. It's a ribbon braided shamrock, so keep watching.
So take an elastic and put as many strands of ribbon through it as you would like to weave into your braid. I used 7, and I pulled them through and just tucked it over itself until they were even along the bottom. And then I take my brush and scoop her hair into a ponytail that I don't want too high or too low. It's just sort of medium on the back so that you can see the shape of the shamrock on her head. And pull that elastic through and just let the ribbon strands hang down. Then you're going to divide the ponytail into 3 sections, and I'm just bobby pinning them carefully out of the way so that I don't mess up the hair that's already pulled back. Pin your 3 sections up, and then you're going to add some ribbon to it. And so I will leave 2 of those strands of ribbon down, and I'll make them into a stem for my shamrock. And then I will pull up 4 ribbons, because now they're folded in half so they're doubled over. You have twice as many. And I will just pin them to the braids that they are going to go on. Get those out of the way. Just be careful not to mess up your ponytail, get too many flyaways. And then I'm starting up at the top, and I will grab a little section of hair, including one of my strands of ribbon, and I'm going to lace braid, which means it's a French braid, except for on one side it's just a regular braid instead of French. So I always do 1 link of the braid before I start French braiding. And then on the top, I'm just going to cross it over without adding in any hair. And on the bottom, I held it in my hands while I grab another little section and add it to it. Then on the top, I crossed over without adding hair, but on the bottom, I will cross over and add a section of hair to it. And I like to go 2 links down, and then I'm adding in another strand of ribbon because I'm working with 4 strands here, and her hair is quite short. It's just barely dusts on her shoulder. And so if your hair is a lot longer, you can get away with more strands of ribbon. If it's thicker too, her hair is really fine and thin. So keep doing your lace braid as you go down, adding a hair on the left side like a French braid, and on the right side not adding in any hair and just leaving it like a regular braid. And then continue to braid down to the bottom and put it inside an elastic. See how that cute little shamrock is starting to take shape? Once you have it in an elastic, roll it out into a petal and bobby pin it into place. Fluff it out, and then we'll move over to this other section of the clover. So take a little section that we will start braiding with, and I didn't like that I started with the green ribbon on the first section on the other side because I feel like I couldn't see it as well. So I'm not adding in any green on this first link. And notice I don't add hair to the top strand, I just add hair to the bottom. And now I will grab one of my green ribbons and cross that into the braid. Now I forgot to explain on the other side that my braid got a little bit further out from the ponytail with each strand that I went so that I could make that rounded shape. So notice as I pull over this strand, I will pull it further away from her head than I did the first link of the braid. And then tuck that side up and put it in a bobby pin, and then get out to your very bottom, your bottom petal of your clover, and do the very same thing and weave in your green strands until that one is all the way done and in an elastic. And then you want to pull this one out again. If you've got thicker hair, this will look nicer. Her hair is just so fine, but if it'll work on her, it'll work on anybody. So bring that around, bobby pin it in at the top, and then fluff out those braids and play with them until you get a nice shamrock shape.